Good afternoon. I'm Dennis Willich with Nationwide Southwest. I'm here with Mr. Joe Mitchell from Seneca, Kansas. Mitchell's Appliance. Joe, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you on today.
Thank you, Dennis.
Let's talk a little bit about you. You've got quite a storyline with Mitchell's, and going back before you got appliances and then all the other stuff. Tell us a little bit about Mitchell's.
Yes, I grew up in a family business, electric contracting business. Did a lot of electrical work, rural electrical work. Was actually working in a dairy facility doing the electric work, and the man approached me to buy his dairy equipment business. Long story short, I ended up in the dairy equipment business in 1989, July of 1989. So anyways, from there, working on milk tanks, started getting all these calls to work on my refrigerator. And I wasn't advertising for a refrigerator, but I was getting all these calls. So by God, I signed up with GE 1990. That was my first experience with appliances. If I was going to go service them, I wanted to be able to sell them.
Yep.
So that's how that all got started.
All right.
And then from there, pretty heavily into the dairy equipment business and all over the Midwest, had 32 employees. And we installed dairy milking systems and sold, serviced them, repaired them, did all the maintenance on them. And in 2012, I decided it's time to slow her down a little bit. It went directly to Mitchell Appliance only, doing business as Mitchell Appliance. So my corporation is Joe Mitchell Dairy Service Incorporated, doing business as Mitchell Appliance. We have 6 employees, and we stay very busy with the appliance business, not selling as much as servicing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a tremendous thing that you've combined, because number one, servicing what you sell has got to be your whole calling card.
That's correct.
Yeah. What does that mean to? How does that help you when somebody walks in? You tell them, hey, you buy here, all the service comes from here. We take care of you clear through the end of the life of the appliance and make sure it's taken care of for you.
That is correct. It's very important for me to take care of that customer, not just getting them out the door with an appliance, just to make sure they are happy with that appliance. And if they have any problems in warranty period, out of warranty period, the entire life of that appliance, they can count on us to get out there and get it taken care of.
That's good. Do you, by the way, sell extended service contracts?
We do sell a few. I should probably get a little more heavily involved in that. Probably missing a little bit of money there.
Yeah. Well, it's a great place, and I look at it from this standpoint. It's a great way to make profit, but it's also a great way to bond with the customer that you've made, because if it does break down 3-4 years out there, and it's a $300-400 repair, but it's covered, you can put a smile on their face real easy.
Well, that's true. What I call back in the day when I got started, I didn't figure that was quite as important. I felt like the product was built better, but now maybe we need to reconsider.
Well, and by the way, it's kind of I guess it's a changing time. We've got so many different generations now, and the younger generation is a lot more. They will buy extended warranty. They got a great appetite for extended warranty. They're used to it. They buy it. They put it on their phones. You know what I'm saying? They buy something. They put an extended warranty on it. So it's a little easier now, a little more amenable. Where in the past, my generation stuff wasn't quite as say, well, I thought the thing was built good, But today it's almost an acceptable fact. It really is sad to say sometimes, but it's almost a fact of life that people realize these things are not going to last that long. They don't think they are, and they buy a warranty. There's so much, I guess you'd say, if something breaks down, a lot of the younger generation, a lot of times, they don't even get it fixed. Just bring me a new one.
Yeah, bring on the new one.
Bring her out. That's all they do.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good. And so, how many you started up when all went into all appliance? 2012.
Yes, 2012.
2012. And there's where you kind of took a fork in the road, said, okay, we're going to go this direction. Now, where's the next fork in the road going to take you?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dennis, you talk about that outdoor business and you put that old tree in the bare backyard, and pretty soon you flip the slide over and there's everything you can think of in that backyard, and then the tree turned to money, the old money tree. Well, that seems to be a pretty accurate statement in today's world.
Right.
That outdoor market has become more and more prevalent. You got to have that stuff. We make a good living selling that stuff, and they're getting more and more extensive on what they want in their outdoor kitchen.
Yeah.
And we're putting in full outdoor kitchens now, not just a pellet grill or a barbecue grill of some nature. We're putting in full kitchens outside. I don't know what drives that, but the value of the house increases by a big time when they put in one of them outdoor kitchens. Maybe they don't have the money to upgrade the kitchen in the house or move on to a different house. A lot of different reasons why people will put in that outdoor kitchen. So I think it's a game changer for me. As far as anybody can sell a pellet grill, but can we get you the whole kitchen outdoors there?
Yeah, right. And again, that is where it's going. And my God, who would have thought 10 years ago that we'd be seeing companies that are in the outdoor area, in the outdoor arena, selling $50,000, $60,000 packages to put out in the weather. And that includes high-end furniture, your appliances. I mean, we all grew up with a grill in the backyard, but putting this kind of stuff out there, it's mind-boggling. But you know what? It's going on in your neighborhood just like it's going on in your market, just like it's going on everywhere. And the younger generation is a different generation when it comes to the backyard, because that now has become the gathering spot thanks to COVID. When they locked them down in COVID and they couldn't do nothing and they couldn't move, they started figuring out ways, how do they get together, can they do this or that? And that's how that kind of all got started. And the experience now, they call it the gathering spot, but at the end of the day, all this stuff outdoors is more of an experience. Making pizzas outdoors, and the kids, getting the kids in there and the dough and all that stuff. It's just, it's like a family affair. And then it turns in where it's a block affair. And then it turns in where, I got all my friends, my relatives, where I'm talking to young people, and they have friends all around. And one weekend they're here, another weekend they're in their place, next weekend they're there, but they just kind of roam around every weekend. But to get together, that's their gathering spot.
Well, I tell you, the success in that outdoor business for me, for our business, is that we demo these products. I had no idea I'd sell as many pizza ovens as I do. Old Gosney come over there and we demoed a pizza oven, and the next thing you know, we was making a steak on a cast iron skillet in that pizza oven. People coming in going, where did we get that equipment, But that demo is, a high, we get a lot of closing when we demo. We close sales when we demo.
It's high impact.
So we've went one up on that demo game.
Oh.
You ever demoed a grill with a bad piece of meat?
Oh, doesn't come out good.
You get to chewing on that piece of meat and it don't taste very good. And I don't care how you cook it or how you demo that grill, you're never going to sell that grill. So what we're going to do with this new outdoor store I'm getting ready to put together is we're going to have a fresh meat counter in there. We're going to have fresh meat sold right at that outdoor store.
Wow.
So we will be demoing those outdoor grills with fresh meat. And by the way, if you like the fresh meat you taste it, you can go right next door and buy yourself some meat right in the same building.
Oh, good. And you're going to have all the rubs and everything?
Yes.
All right.
So that outdoor thing is just kind of fell into place for me, but You know, the advertising thing, you think about how you're going to advertise something, and one day I dreamt up that I was going to, be Smokin Joe, and came across with a radio ad, get your smoking hot deal down at Smokin Joe's. I'll be damned if, I'm the mayor of the community I'm in, and walk into City Hall and people are calling you Smokin Joe, your radio advertising works. Yeah, now that's what people call me around town, Smokin Joe. So I guess this new outfit we'll be putting in will be called Smokin Joe's Barbecue Grills, I suppose. Doing business as.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, this space is it's red hot. It really is. And people, all right, the backyard used to be you and me. We'd have our grill back there. We'd get together with some of our buddies. We'd drink some beer and brag about how good our brisket was and our rubs were and all that kind of stuff, tell a bunch of stories. It's all been taken over. And little by little, we have been feminized in the backyard from this standpoint. Women used to think their kitchen was the big showcase, what they were doing in their kitchens and stuff. Man, that's moved outdoors now. We got to we can't go down there to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a table and some chairs with an umbrella under there. That ain't no good at all. We got to get rid of that thing. We got to find ourselves some high-end outdoor furniture, some really updated, great-looking stuff.
Stuff that'll hold up to the weather.
It'll hold up to the weather, and not only that, but it becomes a showcase. So that when I bring over my girlfriends and they're all there, she can go back there in that backyard and hang out, and man, look at this. So it's a different mindset, Joe, and I'm going to tell you right now, getting into it now, you're just on really cutting edge. You're right. It's going to just explode even more, and we're seeing it more and more and more. We're going to start as a group. We're going to start attending some of these casual outdoor furniture shows, the real deal. Not go to a barbecue show where you got grills and maybe a little furniture thrown in. We're going to go find the right people and the right vendors, because we've got members of ours that tell us all the time, hey, we love being in the group, and the group's got a lot of great things, but the one area you're missing is in this more refined outdoor living, in the furniture and the things like that. And when I see those tickets come in sometimes, and we have several of them, we got a couple down in Boerne, Texas that got into it about 2 years ago, maybe 3 now, and they'll come to prime time, and they'll whip out some of them invoices that they're selling down there, some invoices, $40,000, $50,000 invoices with furniture. And I mean, a piece of furniture costs $4,000 or $5,000, and we're going to put it in the thing. But hey, I said, well, how's sales? She said, we can't keep up. So I know there's an appetite to do that. And then how far you take it or whatever, I think the sky's the limit. However much you want to be, what do you want to, how do you want to hang out? How do you want to, how's the whole business going to look? Are you going to stick with the meat counter and the cookers, and you're going to get some outdoor furniture? You're going to do this, that? How about heaters? How about fire pits? How about, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on and on. And you got to remember, you're cooking in that backyard, so it gets cold in Kansas, doesn't it?
Well, there's another thing to think about, Dennis.
All right.
You ever heard of this food truck craze?
Yeah.
People carry home food all the time. I about guarantee you we'll have some food carried out of there.
I get you. I get you. Yeah.
So the sky's the limit,
It is. It is.
I got that young boy, Billy, out there working on my website and social media and all that, because this guy don't know nothing about it. So get that young guy in there and get to operating that thing the way these young kids want something done.
That's it. That's it. And you're on the right track. And, I say that all the time. Line yourself up with somebody that loves doing that kind of stuff. And, man, it's remarkable to me on how much can really happen and what it can do to change the whole entire operation, your whole company, and everything about it. So that's good. One last question for you. What does prime time mean to you?
Prime time means when I get together with all the peers here and share our ideas and, figure out how we can move forward with making the next right best step in business.
All right, that's good. And by the way, that's probably the biggest thing that I hear from most of our members. Yeah, we got deals here, and you can see a lot of different vendors and maybe get ideas and services and things you're not using today. But at the end of the day, I would say 75% of all the members I talk to say exactly what you say. I go down there and I listen to some of the other people and things that they're doing and things they've introduced and stuff like that. And I get a lot of ideas from that. So I really appreciate you taking the time today. I know you're out here working hard on the floor. Thank you, Mr. Joe Mitchell.
Thank
Glad
you,
to
Dennis.
have you on today, and we look forward to a great prime time. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.